Well, welcome back. This is part two. Now, I'm not sure what shut me down, but something did. So we're going to start part two. This is of the same live stream where I was peeling all the potatoes. This is the part where it's going to get more interesting. Right now, I'm cutting up, coring the potatoes to put them in jars because they obviously wouldn't fit in a jar. So I'm going to cut these down. Hi, Ashley. Hello, sweetheart. They won't fit in big jars. You got to quarter the potatoes. So if you look at the first live stream where I peeled them all, I showed you what I was doing next. Right now I'm boiling my jars and I'm cutting these potatoes to go in the jars so I can can them eventually, high pressure can them. So right now that's what point I'm at. I got to cut all the potatoes down. I've already peeled them. Now they got to be quartered to fit in the jars. There we go. Yeah, wait, baby. Smaller ones I'm just going to cut in half. Those are plenty. I want them all to match the same size. So the bigger ones I'm going to go quarter. Smaller ones cut in half. And I'm going to rinse them all off again. What's up with you, Ashley? What are we making? It says it right on the front there. I'm canning potatoes and canning beets and doing canning, which it says right on the title of my live stream. Thank you for joining me. I hope my friends come because the other live stream shut down. Welcome back, John. And I hit the bell. Thank you. Thanks for coming back. I have to split up these live streams because this is going to take a while to do. So that's why I'm splitting them up. Might split up some of these potatoes if I find I cut them too big. They'll get cut up again. If I see spots, I take them out. Thank you. I'm waiting for my friends to come back. I thought the other stream shut down. It looked like it for me, so I hope they eventually come back and join me and realize the stream shut down. Hello. Hi. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Chef. Hi. What happened? It's weird. The people that I had already all day aren't with me, and I gained new people from this. Isn't that funny? Hi, guys. I know. I guess you didn't hear what happened to me. Guess you didn't know, eh, Chef? Thanks, MT. Can you tell everybody to come back here? I feel bad. Tracy's in the other channel, but it shut down on me. I didn't shut it down at all. So if you don't mind telling people to come here, Kathleen and Tracy, that'd be great. No, not at all. Hi, Jimmy. Think YouTube, it happened another stream too. Oh, did it? I don't know, it shut me down. But this is part 2. I'm just labeling it all. If you want to learn, come on and chat. If you want to chat, that's fine. If you want to learn what I'm doing, I'm canning. Canning today, I'm canning potatoes. Tomorrow, I'm probably I bought a bunch of stuff and I have to get the canning done. So that's what I'm working on. I'm going to can my stuff on a live stream because I would have did this anyways. And as far as you, Chef, my dog got sprayed by a skunk, and I've been not live streaming because of the fact of I was trying to get the smell out of my house. So that is why I have not been live streaming. 2 big of potatoes, slice them down, and I'm going to rinse them off again. Yeah, that's why I haven't been here. I gotta shut my stove off pretty soon. I already showed all what I did so far. It's on the other live stream, and I'm just continuing it on. I'm gonna do this all day until I get my stuff done. Tomorrow, I hope Tracy follows this back because I think she's cleaning, and she I don't want her to miss any of this. But once I do this and get the potatoes done, I'm done for the day. Tomorrow I'm going to come back. I got to do beets, so I'm going to live stream probably by beets. For Tracy asked me about how to do asparagus. I'm probably going to do a live stream asparagus, and I'm going to start doing the videos that I said I was, not videos, but live streaming about doing the cookies and recipes that you can watch me cook. But I had to get this done. This should have been done like in the beginning of the week, and because of the skunk, I couldn't get it done. So I went, I'll just get it done today and talk to people as I do it. Did update this month. Well, probably are a lot of stream bugs. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you guys get Tracy. If you can get Tracy back, MT, that's who I really appreciate. She really wanted to learn, and she can rewatch this, but I'd hate for she's hanging in with me. I don't think she realizes that I'm shut down and I didn't do it. But I do have to shut down every 2-3 hours, and this I still have a few hours to go. Trust me, every batch, every 4 quarts have to be processed. I believe I'm going to double check, but 90 minutes. I have to process this stuff. So, and I have enough for at least 2 batches. So they're 90 minutes, an hour and a half. We're talking about at least 3 hours to do double batches of what I'm doing and showing you. So I got my live stream cut out. That's not what I wanted to do, but oh well. And she's back. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for the thumbs up. I gotta shut my stove off pretty soon. Because those jars are probably more than enough cooked. I got a good deal on potatoes. For those of you who haven't heard this already, a good deal on potatoes. So that's why I'm doing this canning. And I normally do canning in the fall. This is something I normally would do anyways. Even if I wasn't live streaming, I would be doing this. It's big enough. Oh, your camera moved. Huh? It's okay if it moves. Not a big deal, Chris. As long as you can see what I'm doing. Which you can. I can see it right in my TV. And basically, I'm quartering potatoes. I'm trying. It's very hard to put potatoes the same size exactly, but that's what I'm aiming for. Some are going to be bigger than smaller, but it is what it is. Some are in half, but if they're too big, I quarter them. No, not to, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I was letting you. Okay. Chef, what you been up to? I hope Tracy comes back. Chef, what have you been up to there, buddy? I gotta go to my stove in a minute. No. Can't go near the pan, buddy. What? I've used one of those metal apple. Oh no, I can't do that. You can't do that. That's too thin. MT, you need big sections like this. I would make them even bigger, but they got to fit in the jar lid. So no, you can't do that. You can't. You might. If I slice it like an apple and you process it in for 90 minutes? You know what that would look like? It would be mashed in a jar. You need big pieces of potato. You can't use that. Otherwise, I'd be using it. If I was making apple pie, sure. But for this, you can't. You need big pieces of potato. And the only reason they're not bigger, like I said, is they won't fit through the jars I got. I should have used the bigger jars, but the jars I have to be this size to fit through the jar. I guess you're going to learn something because you guys don't really know. Because that peeler I have slices it. It just doesn't peel it. It actually, hey, get! Choo! My Lacey there thinks she can help herself to potatoes. And she's just chomping away on it. That's what happens when you drop things. And you got a dog, there's nothing left over on your floor. You can hear her crunching it. She got a piece and she's just eating away. No more. You had enough. Yeah, I know you're licking your lips. You're not getting no more potatoes. No. I'm keeping an eye on you, dog. That's what she's doing. She snuck by there, MT. And like casually thought it was okay to just come up and help herself to one of my potatoes. It's a good thing I'm rinsing these all off. She really didn't touch any of my stuff, but okay, now I gotta get those jars. They're all sterilized. I can cool them off a bit. I'm gonna get them out to cool them off, and then I'm gonna fill the jars up next so I can get going on the processing of this. Because this is gonna take a while. I might be here late tonight, but I knew that was gonna happen. Potatoes aren't good for, no, they're fine. Where do you hear that potatoes aren't good for dogs? She's had potato before. Never heard her. Not like I give her a lot of potatoes anyways, but she's had them. No, you're not getting no more. I keep an eye on her now. All right. I'm getting there. It's almost Christmas. All right, I'm getting down the wire. Thanks for this. Now, of course, this wouldn't take as long as I wasn't doing 30 pounds of potatoes. If you did just a smaller amount, then this would not take as long, obviously. But I would have even almost did more. So you're lucky I only did 30 pounds of potatoes because I could have been here freaking just peeling probably half the day. Oh, I think it's funny. All right, this is the last potato. Yes, I have to grab something to eat because I haven't eaten. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break and eat something. And then I'm going to show you because I got to move my camera somewhere else after. So that's what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm rinsing this big pot of potatoes again. One more rinse. This is the last rinse. All right. Yeah, the perfect size to fit. All I'm aiming for is to fit them in the jars. All right, I'm going to take the jars out. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next, but I'm going to keep rinsing this. Yeah, they're not. Grapes or raisins are the same thing. I know they're very dangerous. Too much chocolate, but people still eat them. Eat them. All right. I'm going to take most of these jars out. All right. I'm going to cool them off just a bit. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'll save one jar of one milk. My potatoes are good, so I'm going to rinse this bad boys. Is this heavy? Yes, baby, it's heavy. All right. Just want to centralize it so you can see everything. Let's see how I'm going to do this so you can see everything I'm doing. All right, so let's get in there. Nothing in yet. Actually, I will. I'm putting the lids in now because I want them really. Keep the water going. Put the lids first in there. All right. All right, I gotta go get some of the extra stuff because I don't have the right tools here.
I'll see if I got the tool.
Yeah, I can also tool for myself. If I don't, I need to see that. The right tools to use. But right now I'm just pulling out the jars out of the hot water. And leaving the rims and the lids in there to stay nice and hot. All right. Now that is nice and clean.
Here you go, honey.
Perfect.
I'll go get the milk.
Mm-hmm. Do a little bit of relocating. I'm going to put here where you can see everything and I can read the screen. Oh, that's what I'm working on. Okay. I hope Tracy comes back to me. I'd like to see her. I don't think that cord's long enough, so what I have to do, locate a few things here, so I can do this. All right. Oh, there's a couple potatoes. How dare me? There you go. Wait, lady. This is so I can learn to put the TV so I can see what you're typing. What I'm doing right now. So. Take cover, Lacey, Nana.s. Wrecking the. Oh no, she's standing by. She's not too scared there. You see if I can drop another potato on the floor. Okay. Well, lady, if I had better equipment, how I could do this, I would have already preset the cameras. I wouldn't even have to do anything to move anything. But I am working with a computer and a TV, so it is what it is. All right. Yeah, she might leave on my side though. Empty. I am not scaring her in the slightest. She's just waiting to see if I drop something. She's a great hoover for my kitchen. She certainly is. And you met her, so you know she can eat about anything. Ugh. All right. Trying to eat too. So, okay. Yeah. So I don't get electrocuted. I gotta move the TV closer. Okay. Getting there, and I'm also cleaning. You just don't see me doing this cleaning. I don't think it's that exciting to watch somebody clean, but anyways. Okay. Yay. I'll be all set to do cooking videos. Figure out where the TV goes exactly. I'm gonna cook. Perfect. As long as I can read the screen, I'm happy. Okay, now, let's see, I'm taking you for a ride. All right. How's that? That's better. All right. Pins. Nice here. I'll try. There. Good point, Auntie. That's funny. Good point. Let's see. That's perfect. You can actually read the screen. I'm gonna. Hey. Take it easy, guys. Get along. Okay, I'm working right here. Let's see. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Now this pan is full of potatoes. Ugh, see, full. I will turn you over to the stove after. The stove, I'm going to shut it off now, is right next to me, over there. Right there, not big pan. I use these tongs, which I have better tongs than this, but this is what I use. I use these. I didn't really want the metal touching it. Took it from that pan, put them here. So they're sterilized, been in water for at least 10, 15 minutes. Right, so they're all nicely clean jars. Let's go back to what I'm going to do next. All right, next, it's not that hard. These potatoes are really clean, and all I'm going to do, take them and fill them. That's the easy part. So I could have cut them, if I had the bigger base lids, which the newer ones are, wide mouth, there, I don't want to go any more than that because I need it air space right here, so at least an inch. That's perfect. So I don't go any higher than that with the potatoes, or the water just covers the potatoes. That's it. Now, I'm not going to put salt in this time. The last time I put salt, which is fine. It doesn't hurt it, but it kind of makes the water cloudy. So I'm going to see without the salt because it's fine. You don't need salt in this. You add salt after you're done cooking. That's not going in there. There we go. Nope. So there's 7 jars here, 7 quarts. This is what I get to do. I want another potato in here. I know I can fit one. It's not the right size yet. There's a little one. Yeah, that'll do. Yep, that'll do. All right. Some of these are a little too big. I'm gonna have to cut them down after. Okay, that looks good. Now, what I'm going to do, I can take, don't get killed. I'm gonna plug in my hot kettle and I'm gonna put it right over here so you can see it. No, I don't want it steaming too much under my counter. I don't like that. But you can at least see it, what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to move my computer back so you don't have foam on it or steam. All right. cord's away from it. Or turn it on. All right. Where's my handle right here? Now at the same time, I got this handy dandy plastic tool to take the air bubbles out. I'm going to soak in the boiling water I use the jars. I'm just going to put it in for a little bit. This one's really cool. It takes the lids. I'm going to soak it up a bit. And this is what it looks like. It takes the lids and it takes the air bubbles out. What you're going to have to do in your jar. Now, I got it all soaked up. I put it in the hot water for a little bit. And I'm going to leave it here for a second until the water boils. There's one there. Okay. Oh. Next batch, I got to do the potatoes. You know what? I think I'll do it to show you. Actually, I got a better idea. I'm going to leave this jar right here. Maybe not. I'm going to use these potatoes. Put them in there. Oh, where you been? It shut me down. Welcome back, Kathleen. Well, sure, now it fits more potatoes. I don't know if I got another potato to throw in there. Oh, not. Oh, not interesting. When I started out, they wouldn't fit. Now they fit beautiful. Okay. Oops. As long as I put the hot water all the way to the top, it's going to be fine. Well, I'm going to move these around. Now, you should never leave a jar empty, but it's not going to be. I'm going to fill the water all the way up to the top like the rest of them. But this could fit more potatoes. It wouldn't do that, though. It wouldn't compress and hold. So, I have to work with that amount. It's going to be fine. So we did. Why do you have to? Because you use it because it will react with certain chemicals. Like especially when it comes, they use it all the time. You go back to canning, it's plastic. Metal will react, especially when you're using acidic. I'm using water, so it might be okay, but you're not supposed to do that. The metal reacts to it. That's why. And this is also to get the air bubbles out. You'll see in a minute there, Kathleen. Thanks. I was about to get rid of that, MT. Thank you. Thanks. This is just to get the bubbles out, Kathleen. It's not staying in here. You're just going to go around and you'll see air bubbles come out. That's all. That's all it's for, to release the air bubbles. And these are kits designed for canning. That's to pick up the metal. That's to pick up the air pockets that you do on it. And lots of times people are canning with tomato juice or high acid. Plastic will not react to acid. Metals will. Okay, no problem. I think our delay is a little bit delayed. So I'm just waiting for this to boil, okay? The minute it boils, then I'm gonna pour each jar, and you're gonna see the water will go up here, and then when I hit and go like this, the level of water will drop because I'm getting the air pockets out. And then filling all the way here to it. So it still has an inch before I process it. Run data yet? Alrighty. All right, soon to go. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, see this, I love the kettle, it shuts off. All right, so I'm gonna go and do it right now. Just be careful not to splash where my computer is. I'm just gonna pour it. I might have to boil some more. Let's see. I'm just gonna show you this one really easy. And I'm gonna pour it in all of them. Look at how much water it took, so I gotta go boil again. Do it again. All right. Hi, Shelly. Hello, great to see you, honey. Thanks for coming, Shelly. Thanks for the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I did warn it was going to be a long live stream because it takes a while. I can do a video, like I said, and have it down to maybe 10, 15 minutes. You're talking about hours of trying to edit stuff. And you get a real look of what it takes to do this stuff. It's still worth it. I still like doing it, even though it takes a long time. Okay, so you're going to go like this. You see, you can see it on cam. Let's see the bubbles coming up. I might even pull some potatoes out if I have to because they float to the top because the water needs to be an inch. Yeah. Or this will turn brown. It'll still be okay, but it'll turn brown. I don't want that happening. Okay. So this one, actually I don't want to put any more water. This is pretty good. That's good. So then from the bottom, where's it? I take the same thing and from the boiling water that's over here, which I showed earlier. All right. There's the lid, the rim. I keep telling you to switch it every time. I never reuse the lid. And this is another trick that I learned. I used to go really tight. You just have to, that's it. Don't make it too tight. It's the lid that's really holding and sealing in. It's not, this just holds the lid down. So this does not have to be really tight. I learned a long time ago. I used to twist it so hard. You shouldn't do that. You'll just wreck your rim for nothing. So, again, this one's good. This nice too. Again, tighten just one little twist at the end, just a little. That's it. I'm going to move these around to get ready to process them. So they can go down here. And I need all the hot water ready, so that's good. Pull these jars up. And there you go. That's enough for I can only fit 7 of these. That's why I'm only doing 7 at a time. And I got to repeat the process after what I'm showing you. How you been, Shelly? How's it going there, girl? All right, I just move for the next process here. All right. I'm doing moving around stuff so that you can see my stove. I have a grill that I leave on a cast iron grill I cook with. I'm going to move that out of the way because I need the space. Right, I'm going to put this big, I'm going to need to do more jars, so I'm leaving the big one that I have, clean more jars, but as it processes, I have time to clean the rest of the jars to do another batch. And I'm going to, I got to get out. All right, do a little bit of moving around again. All right. Make sure you gotta examine your stuff. I haven't used it for at least a year, so make sure your seals are really good. They're good, they're not brittle, because otherwise you need a new seal. Or you need to oil it down with a little bit of oil. So far, it seems like it's fine. I'm gonna rinse everything out. Okay. And because the jars are really hot, I'm gonna rinse it out. My high pressure cooker, I want to rinse it out and pull it out. And then I'm going to put warm water in here because I put extremely hot water in those jars. I know they're mason jars, but there's a good chance they'll crack if you put cold. If I put cold water and put those that are already hot with the hot water. So I always start this with some warm water at least so that it won't snap the jars. Oh, it's pretty cool because the lid's on it all the time anyway. So. Now I'm going to put the base of at least, wait a minute, do something I don't like. That's really good. All right. I'm going to put at least an inch on the bottom of water. I do not want to leave no water. That's very dangerous. You got to put some water on the bottom of this, at least an inch to 2 inches on the bottom of warm water or hot water from the tap. You can even hear it pop right now, but that would not be sterilized. That you'd have botulism because it's low acidity, but it just seals. You can hear it pop. That would be fine if that was acid in it, because it's not. That is not good for it. All right, I got the water ready. I'm going to clean up the lid. Let's see. I want you to be able to see this, so I think I'm going to switch spots. So clean off my lid. All right. Can't do much until all these are done. But, well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take that pan is right there. That pan, right here, I'm trying to show you, is what I'm putting it. That's a high pressure pan. So I'll show you with the lid on all what I'm going to do after. But right now I'm going to take the jars and start putting them in there. Once they're all ready to go in. Sounds like you're tearing your kitchen up. No, not real. Yeah, it does sound like it. All it is because it's awkward big pieces. I'm just washing them. No, I'm just washing the pieces, and they're awkward and they make a lot of sound, but there's no damage. Trust me. This lid there, I got to take it off. It's not ready to go, but I will show you what I'm going to do. All right. See, that's loud, and it's not. It's just loud. Hang on a minute. I gotta line the arrows up. There's arrows for this. There we go. And then, all right. That's what's making so much noise. That lid. The lid in the pan is a very big, huge pan, and it's awkward to wash. So it bangs a lot, and putting a lid on bangs a lot. And the top is going to be twisted on. There's arrows on the right side of that pan and the lid. So you twist it to turn it. And then from there, I'll show you after, but I got to get all the jars ready, put them in, and then I'll continue on. Once I get all the jars done and put in, I'll show you what's next. But that's what's making so much noise. My kitchen's still in one piece, I swear to you. It's laughing. I can go to your house today. Oh, I'd love it. You can come over. Oh, Mark, you're coming to my house. Well, I hope you're going to move the can. Are you ready to help me? You want to do some work? You coming over? If you come over, you might have to do some work. Is it just you? I don't care if you come over. We're fine. You want to help me can? All right. You might get your hands dirty, but all right. You're lucky. I did most of the work there. Peel the potatoes. Hey, there's MT. All right. Yeah, you come over. It's fine with me. Hey, Mark, you know who Mark the robot is. So do you, Kathleen. You know who he is. I'm allowed to say because you know him. You know who he is. MT already met him. You didn't meet him, Kathleen, but MT did. It's funny, he doesn't call me on the phone. He comes to the channel to ask if we can sleep over. All right, I'll see you in a bit, Mark. All right, buddy. You heard it. I have evidence he's supposed to help me, right? You guys, you're my witnesses. That's my grandson. He's supposed to help me. He knows what I'm doing now. He's seen it. He's willing to risk coming over here to help me. See how much that sucked up the water, though? I mean, I didn't have a full thing, but you're going to see the air pockets suck up a lot. I mean, I have to sit there and do that with that. Otherwise, it'll take too much. It'll have too much air pockets, and it's not good. You have to have it up to here, the water level. Oh, shoot, I thought I turned this on. There we go. I still have a kitchen, though. I'm excited, though. He hasn't come over for a long time. I get to have my grandson over here, guys. But I'm not going to do any more canning. I'm getting this whole job done with you guys, and then I'm done, so I can spend time with them. But he's going to come in and help me before I spend the time. It was on the light turned off. It was? Doesn't feel boiled. This doesn't feel boiled at all. It's not even hot. I don't know why it's not. Yeah, well, it's not. This isn't even hot. It has to be boiled water. I don't know what's going on. unless I talked too much through what I was doing there. I gotta get another 7 jars ready again. I don't have them yet, so I'm gonna have to go get some more. I might as well yap with you and do my dishes. I need 4 jars, please. Okay. All right. I'll see you in a little bit. That's pretty Catherine. All good. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm trying to stay on as long until I finish potatoes, and then I'm done after the potatoes. Because, well, now I have a reason. I got my grandson here. Maybe do a little bit of games with him or something. All right. Right now, I'm scraping off a sticker. I won't do that again. Unless I'm giving it as a gift and I don't want the jar back, I used to take the stickers on, and then it takes me forever to scrub them off and sterilize the jar. So, I'm not doing that again. Only if it's a gift where I put stuff on it. Alright, one more here. One. Goodness gracious. Good more. So I might have to, if it gets too long into the next hour, I'm going to shut it down and do it again. I'm only going to make these live streams at the most 3 hours, just that. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, washing jars. I'm going to put them in my other pan. I'll boil them. But I need one more. That's it. That's done too. Now it's hot. All right. Yes, I know. Mm-hmm. What? You have to wait for a minute. I know you got fed. Give me a second. All right. I'm taking this potato. It's too high. Too high. I gotta take that out. That's better. Okay, next. All right. Spare lid, I'll use it in a minute. All right, I'm gonna get some more jars, but I got lots of time because I have 90 minutes to get the next batch ready. So, all right, so I'm gonna put all these jars in the big high pressure container. That's what I'm gonna show you next one I'm gonna do. All right, put this down. Yeah, sure. Sure you can, Mark. Absolutely. Go ahead, honey. All right, babies. I know you're gonna have a treat after I get this started. Hang on. Hang on, guys. All right. I'm gonna show you a peek again what this looks like inside, as long as I can reach it. All right, I'll move this a bit more. What's this? Okay, there they are. The jars are right there. Inside, it fits snugly 7 quart jars. Now I'm going to put the lid on next. All right. Where's the lid? I'm going to double check this, but 100% it's 99. So I'm going to go. Slide it up. Glasses on because I got to line it up. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice and snug as a bug. And this thing, the little safety, this is a safety thing to release the pressure to right here, this valve. And you got to make sure it's loose. And it is. I already checked it. Right here. You're looking for, it's going to come up here for your area. I think mine is, I got to check the amount, but I'm going to start heating it up. But it's, I know it's got to stay higher than 10. It's right in here. Mine is about 11. It has to stay processed about 11. It can't go lower than 10. It has to stay right in here. So I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to go show you in the manual. I'm going to try to find my manual. So turn it on. Plus, and so it has to go on there for 10 minutes without, this is the weight. And I'll show you when I put the weight on it. That's the weight. Right now it has to go so that the pressure is, it makes sure that the steam goes through it and it's safe to do. So you always have to test that first before you continue actually putting the weight on it. All right, trying to get this on. There we go. So there we go. It's on right there. And I'm gonna right back. I gotta find my book. Right. I have other cookbooks that I like using too. I got the manual right here from my machine, which I recommend highly to look it up. There it is. Shows you all your parts in the book and everything. See, I highlighted the ones I did already. It's my potatoes, white potatoes. It even tells you how to wash, scrape, and cut the size you got to cut into it. It says process at 11 pounds per pressure, which I showed you the nozzle. Pints are processed at 35 minutes. Quarts, or a good thing I checked, 40 minutes. But it's going to change on what it is. Now, for processing above 2,000 feet, see page 30. So if your elevation doesn't fall within there, which 200 feet altitude, you have to check. So mine is fine. I process at 11 pounds. It cannot drop below 11 pounds. It has to stay that for 40 minutes. That's why I said it's a good thing to check your books. Your books will tell you how much quarts are processed. See, it's only 5 minutes, see? A pint is 35 minutes. A quart is 40 on potatoes. You can see in here. And I highlighted all the stuff I've already cooked out of these books. What I know that I've done already before. And I've done pumpkin. I've done all this stuff. A lot of the processing. But it's a good thing. See, I thought it was longer. So I always open up my book and recheck to make sure I don't make a mistake. 11 pounds pressure because I'm within the 2,000 feet altitude. And I do 35 for potatoes and 40. Now, if you go into different other things, the processing times are going to change. Like, for instance, this one, pumpkin, 11 pounds processed, 55 minutes and 90 minutes for pumpkin. So it processes different. Potatoes are faster. The majority of the stuff processes at 90 minutes. That's what I'm going to say. So I always read the book right here, the manual. Actually, I'm going to leave it up here until I do some more. You can see it right there. Now I'm going to wait until it boils. It's the vent. You have to make sure the vent is safe because that's where it could be dangerous if you don't vent. You must vent for at least 10 minutes. I'm trying to find it in the book. Because that is dangerous if that does not, the vent, which I'm going to show you in a minute, is not open. That's why you're waiting. It's going to boil and you're going to see it vent. As soon as it starts to vent, I set a timer for at least 10 minutes. I let it vent for 10 minutes. That means that whole chamber is clear. Then you're going to add the weight on it, and that's when you start the process of getting it up to 11 pounds and keeping it stabilized for, depending, this was whatever you're cooking. So potatoes, like I said, was 40 minutes. So I got to do 40 minutes. So that's a safety thing I always do right there, which is right here in case anybody watches this. That's that vent right here. I'm going to show you that right here. You're going to see it steam up. Set a timer, which I have, 10 minutes. That means the vent's clear. Then this is the weight, and that's going to go on it. You're going to see different ones made differently, but this is the one I have. Some have different types of weights. This is all set for, you only need the one weight to do anything you want in here, and just follow the directions of the books or other canning books to make it safe. Okay, so I'm going to turn you a bit here. I'm going to need this counter some more after, but this is going to get turned so you can see the stove. There it is. That's better. Right there. So we can do it a bit better. And here is my timer. I'm going to set for 10 minutes. Here. There it is. Now I'm not going to set it, like put it on until it's ready to go on. Okay. There. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to have to go get some more jars pretty soon. As I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go run and get some jars to clean because I can boil the pan next to it right here. Well, you can't see it. Here's here, there, and next door is the pan that I got to boil jars in, get the temperature up. Okay. Found some wide mouth ones. Perfect. I like these better, but I use all of them up. Well, wide mouth jars. Make sure yours. Now I'm going to do this cleaning to them. These are the newer ones. I don't know which one to use. They all work the same. Just cleaning to get 4 jars of meat. And it'll be all set for the next batch I got to do. I didn't kill the house. It's just noisy, loud canning. Everything is good. No one's been hurt in this process there, empty. We're all safe. Okay. Turn that on. Come on. I'm all sterilized. All right. I'll really steam out my house, but it's a good thing I'm doing it today because it's cold outside. So it's a good thing. You don't want to cold it in. All right. I'll get my sauna and get it boiling. All right. There it goes. It's not going yet. You'll see it come out. I think you can see the dial. I can't know if I can get any closer, but the dial, I'm going to turn the dial a little bit this way so we can see it. There's my weight. Right here's getting out of break right now. I'll wash the rims I need. I have enough rims either. I have 3 more rims. My doors. Toss the lemon in there. steaming quite yet. Nope. Okay. Hi. Hi, honey. Hello, yummies. Hi. Hi, Richard. Hi. All right. Thank you. Hi, Megan, sweetheart. How's it going? How is it going, darling? I'm canning stuff, potatoes. I showed you how to can. I had one live stream. I knew it was going to take several. See, right here. You want to see the big pot? Potatoes. That's what I'm doing. Love you too there, sweetie pie. I am canning potatoes, so right now, what you're seeing, so that's a high pressure cooker right here. I have to wait till that steams to make sure it's safe, because that's where it's dangerous. If this does not steam, see it's starting right now. So now I set the timer for 10 minutes. It has to vent for 10 minutes. Then I'll put the weight on, which is this, on there. Wait till it goes to 11 pounds and keep it steady at 11 pounds for 40 minutes. There you go. You're just jumping into the end part of this. But I'm going to do this whole live stream. You can come back whenever. I'm going to be doing another batch after. I got my jars being sterilized. I'm going to pull them out, put those potatoes in, and keep doing live streaming until I'm done all the whole potatoes, and then I'm done for the day. And another friend of mine asked me to do beets and asparagus. I don't have asparagus, but I will definitely, I have a bunch of beets. Thanks, sweetheart. So are you. So, that's what I'm going to be doing next. If I get my act together and get all the stuff, make sure I have it all in the house, I'll be doing pickled beets tomorrow, which that's different. I can put this away. I don't need a high pressure can for beets. You just need to, because it's high acidity. Just showing you what I know how to do. It just takes a long process sometimes to know it or learn it. But when you're done, the stuff is very yummy. I think you can see it coming out. I'll lift it up so to make sure you can see it, what I'm doing over here. Just for a second, I'll put you back. See? Let's see. You can see it. I got water's boiling for the jars over there. And there, see, you can see it's venting from here. Wait a minute. I'm planning on canning with my sister tomorrow. Super stoked, except she's, well, you're so funny, Megan. You know what, though? I understand your sister's side of it because it is very dangerous. All this stuff, especially high pressure canning, is it's not, I was talking to Kathleen, she's not here, but it's not as dangerous as you think. But, I mean, you gotta still know what you're doing. So when I first bought this several years ago, I didn't know what I was doing, and I learned. And now I don't feel so scared about it, but I don't leave the room. Like, I would never leave this unattended. So it's going to process in 40 minutes. I'm hanging around to make sure it stays at 11 pounds. And I'm in the kitchen, maybe cleaning dishes or doing whatever, getting the next batch ready. I don't take off. I leave that never unattended. That's where it's dangerous. I stay right with it, keep the pressure on. What kind of canning you doing? Well, that's okay, Tracy. It's all right, honey. If you want to go back, all you got to do is I'll leave them up for a bit. Tell me what you think. I'll leave it up for you. I'm going to eventually get rid of them, probably if no one watches them, because a lot of people don't rewatch live streams. But I'll leave it up for you, Tracy. So far, you might have missed the jars. But I'm going to be doing it again. So I'm repeating the same thing. You're going to see the same thing done. You already knew I washed the jars. I get them all sterilized. And wash them with soap and water, rinse them good, and sterilize them. They're in the water right now. Look, the second jars are right in there, in that big container. They're boiling. This point you didn't see, but you'll see again. I'm repeating the same thing again until all these potatoes are done. I didn't even touch it. That's 7 quarts already I did. So you imagine how many quarts I got left to do. And what kind of canning you doing, Megan, with your sister? I got it. Yeah, I got it pretty good. I use this right here, and if I show you right around, I'll show you my kitchen right there. Let's see if I can see it. And there's another counter right there. So in here, from this corner here, all the way to down there, right now I got a few dishes here. I'm going to get that out of the way, but I kind of can right within here. I'm showing, I had to put it over here today because normally I would put my hot stuff, I'd have it right from here, take the hot jars and put them over there and do my stuff right here. But because it's on a camera, I kind of came to this counter here, right here, and I'm working differently. Yeah, it's set up pretty good. Oh, I think maybe left me. Anyways, right now I'm working on this one. As soon as that vents for 10 minutes, okay, then this is what I was talking about. When you buy one of these, it doesn't matter what brand, they'll come with the basic book. You got to follow the book there, Tracy. It tells you how many minutes to process. The first thing, remember, if you miss it, you got to vent your pan for 10 minutes. You start the timer. Once it hits like that, you start a timer, let it vent at least 10 minutes. Once it's vented, then I'm going to put the weight on it. And then the pressure will go up. I'll show you. The dial will go way up here somewhere. And then you gotta adjust your level of your stove at that point too. Oh, that's all right. I don't know if Megan left this. I'm not sure if Megan's still here. And if she is, that's cool. She said she's doing this tomorrow, so that's cool. I didn't know. That's cool that she's doing that. I don't know if she's doing high pressure canning. She could be doing the one for tomorrow. As long as I get it set up, I got to figure out, because beets are really dirty and I don't want my counters or anything to die. So I have to come up with a plan how I'm going to do this. So I don't want red food coloring all over my kitchen. So I'm coming up with a plan somehow. I'm thinking about that tonight and tomorrow, how I'm going to peel these beets and then cut them up. Not sure how I'm going to do it. I do have 2 pans, so I'm thinking of maybe boiling the beets, and then I slice them and put them back into this pan. And from there, I need another pan to boil the solution. And then you put the beets together once you do the solution, and then you add the beets into it, and then let that sit. And then you got to do the same jar effect, but just you don't put in a high pressure canning thing. It's actually easier, safer. Yeah. I'll show you, Tracy. You're gonna get to see it. But whatever you missed. All right. So when the 10 minutes is up, which see, I'm timing it right here. I always have a timer. It's got 2 minutes and 32 seconds, and it really is hot right here. So I'm gonna move the timer over here closer to you guys. As soon as I hit, I'm taking the weight. Gonna put it on top over there. And matter of fact, it's a good point to start using your gloves, because when you take that weight off, that is going to release extremely high burning pressure. So at that point, I always put gloves on when I go do this. Pretty soon I will be adding the gloves. And see, that's a safety valve here too. See, that's a good thing. You need to make sure that's an extra safety valve, that when the pressure starts to build too much, so the point is the pan won't explode. That's a safety valve that releases, it's getting very hot here, but releases the pressure right here. You want that thing to be up, because if it hits past 10, 11 pounds, whatever altitude you have, plus how many pounds you got to put it towards how long you're cooking it, it's dangerous. It has to have a safety valve which releases extra pressure. So any minute, and I'll be putting now I'm going to use my handy dandy mitts right here. I'm going to use a mitt when I put it on. Yeah, high pressure cooking. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, read the front of it. My title says how to high pressure can. That's the name of the live stream. So it's a different kind of canning, and not people are not used to this one. The other one they're used to where it's boiling water and you're using high acidity. That's fine. But anything that takes a lower acidity, like potatoes, you need that. And I'm also showing you that as long as you follow and read the instructions, it's not as dangerous as you think it is. It's, and they got a safety valve. You make sure your seals are not brittle, and you just do a little check on your pan. And in the worst scenario, if let's say you didn't check a jar and the jar cracks, which I've had that happen, you can hear it crack, but it stays within the whole pan, so nothing happens. Okay, so I'm doing this, and I'm going to, now I gotta go over here, put the lid on. There. Okay? The lid is on. Now the pressure's going to start to come up. You'll see the needle up here come up. I have to stabilize it at 11 pounds for my altitude. So I got to wait till the pressure gets up there. Then I'm going to adjust the stove here to get it leveled off. And then I have to reset this timer for 40 minutes. A lot of people don't know this. I didn't know this. I've been doing it for years now, but when I first did canning, and I did that when I was very young in my 20s, I never even knew. I said, well, how do they do this? Is there a way of doing potatoes or something? And so I started investigating online, actually, on YouTube, and found that you can get it by a high pressure can. Hi, Brett. What do you, Brett? FYI, I'm her son. Her son? Hi, I'm Josh. Whose son? What? I'm canning potatoes. Are you? Oh, are you Tracy's son? Are you? Whose son are you? Whose son are you? Are you Tracy's son? I can tell the picture. Or are you Megan's son? Whose son are you? No, it's not your son. Okay, so he's Megan's son? Oh, well, anyways, I can teach anybody and younger that likes to cook. This is a cool thing if you want to learn how to cook. Oh, my battery's running out. Better call him for the plug. All right, plug. I just don't want to get. Let's see if I can plug this in, but I got a lot of water around me, so I'm just trying to be careful. All right, let's see. Where's my glove? I'll put it back out there for a minute. Okay. Trying to keep it all clean in here and not get zapped by water with all these cords going around me. All right, there we go. All right, so you can see it's right there. It's still got a long way to go before I hit the 40 minutes. And trust me, you want that release valve working, that safety one, which I've already stressed several times. I'm doing the sensible thing, letting you all explain yourself. Go on. Okay. Oh, there's my night bot. I might have to get taken care of again. That's 40. It's getting up there. I'm just still not ready to stabilize it yet. Can you see that? You can't see the gauge from here. I'm going to unplug it for a second, okay? I won't be able to read the screen, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you a really close-up of that gauge. I think it's important for you to know this. Give me 1 second, and I'll plug my cord back into my TV. All right. There, we're going to go really close to the gauge. You can see the gauge, what it looks like, and it's rising. So right now I'm at 6 pounds. I still have, I got 5 more to go at least. Yeah, 5. It kind of, most altitudes fall because that pan is marked. So for the average altitude must be 2,000 feet above sea level because they mark the gauge for me 10 and 11. So it kind of tells you where it's safe. For me anyways, but if your altitude's higher, in this corner of this book, it says see page 30. So I'm going to see page 30, and I'll tell you what I mean on that one. All right, so right there it says 201 to 4,000 is 12 pounds. 401 to 6,000 feet is 13. So the weight, the pounds have to go up, see? If you can see, I don't know if you can see the book, but it says if your altitude is above 2,000 to 4,000 feet, you have to put that gauge has to go to 12, not 11. 4,000 to 6,000 feet goes to 13 pounds, and 601 to 8,000 goes to 14 pounds. So you need to know your elevation when you can, especially high pressure canning. The other canning, you don't matter, but this one you do. You need to know your elevation level when you're doing this. So it does take a couple minutes, as you can see, to get it really high up there. And before I can't even set the 40 minutes until it gets stabilized at 11 pounds for me, pressure. Then it has to stay at 11. If it goes a little higher, it doesn't matter, but you have to, I never let it go below 10, and it has to stay I try to do my best to leave it at 11, but it's kind of a tricky game. You got to know where to set your gas stove or electric stove or whatever you're using to get it stabilized. It's kind of a little tricky thing. But sometimes I'm playing with it. I got to put the stove back up with the gas. I got to put it down a little bit. In the meantime, my other jars are probably doing fine. Oh. My jars are probably going to be ready. Then I'll do the next set of potatoes pretty soon. As this is going, I can get the next batch ready. But I can't put them in there. I can't put them in until this whole, wait until you see that. That's going to be really something to see when you take the cap off and the pressure that's released in that thing safely. Scary. Technically, they want you to turn it off and let it gradually release the steam. But I kind of cheat. I take the weight off and I get it all out. I shut the top off and I take the weight off and let it zoom to the ceiling, release, so it gets done faster. Okay, so now I'm almost on 10. Once it gets to 11, I got to get it stabilized at 11, and I'll set the timer for 40 minutes. So you know what you're killing is botulism, because it said he would kill all that stuff off, but because it's low, it has to kill all the diseases. It has to be at that high pressure to kill all of it. No botulism needed. Thank you. I made spaghetti in a water cooler. I'm a barbarian. Oh, you're so funny. You made spaghetti in a water cooler. Well, as long as it's metal, I guess that would work. think these are going to be pretty good. Shoot the water off soon. I'll get my hot water ready. I'm going to have to fill this up at least twice to do the water stuff ahead of the thing. Alrighty, it's at 11. Let's see if I can keep the temperature right level. I can start it now as long as I don't drop it below 11. You can see it's at 11 now. So now, here comes the timer. And this is going to keep rising and rising. I'm going to have to lower the burner eventually when it gets too high and try to keep it within 11 pounds. So I'm going to turn it down just a touch. Wrong one. Now it's gone up to 12. This is the game I got to play. I can never find the exact right spot to hit. You see that I'm here. Forgot. I'm lowering it right here. Right there. I'm lowering the flame. Keep it stabilized for 40 minutes on 11. Wow, there she is. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome back. Well, I got that set. I'm going to almost get the second set of jars pretty soon done. These are going to be really hot, so I got to be careful how I carry them. I'm going to use something else. I have a gadget here. Better than what I was using for going for taking jars. This gadget. I was using this, but that's not the right gadget. Can you hear that? I bet you can hear the sound of it, can't you? My exhaust, I'm all right. I know what I'm in for when I got to do this. It is tiring, Kathleen, but I know when I set my mind to do something, I don't feel that tired. I'm pretty good, actually. You would think that it'd be exhausted, but I'm not at all. Because I've done this for so long that I set my mind, I know it's going to be a busy day when I start doing this. So I'm good. I got a good enough sleep to dress. Long time ago. Anything over 3 days is a long time ago. So this time is a really long time ago. Yes, young lady. Here. Whoa, careful. Here, keep going. All right, let's just cover it up. All right, pressure's good. I can take the jars out now. I'm going to turn you for a little bit, and I'm going to let that go. That's got to go for 40 minutes. The clock is right here when it goes off. As long as it stays at 11 or a little above, I'm good. So right now it's doing really good. So I'm going to bring it back here so I can start fresh again for Tracy and that. This is how we start again. A long time ago was a song. She's got some energy, all right. Yeah. When I said, you're talking about for me? I like doing this though. It's a lot of work, but I like doing it. And I think it's so worth doing it. I mean, if it's tiring for you, then you got to kind of call in the troops and get some help, which I would have normally had people. My mother would have been helping me do this, or somebody else. My kids used to help me too. My grandkids used to help me. Or Trucker Man helps me when I'm giving him a break. He would help me if I asked for it, but it's pretty hard live streaming and showing you that would be both in each other's way. So today, I'm good at it. If I was off screen, then somebody would be helping me normally. Okay, so I'm using this gadget. I think you can see how I'm using it too. Then make sure you stay away from. No, it's fine. You're scared of it. They don't scare me at all. I gotta lower the temperature. It's steaming too much. That's a safety valve, Kathleen. I've used this for a long time, Kathleen. I'm not saying nothing could ever happen, but it's not as bad as you think. I think you're more scared than it is, because I was at one time too, and now I know how it works, so it doesn't bother me. That thing, as long as this thing here works, that thing right, oh well, you can't see it, but the safety pressure thing, as long as that pops up, it's releasing pressure, so it could never flow, because it's constantly releasing pressure. Yeah, I gotta put the hot water on. Right. Now I gotta get some lids. I gotta go find some more. I got the lids, but I need some more rims. All right, here's my last one. All nice and boiled and sterilized. And there's my last one. Okay, so now I'm gonna redo the same thing. I like these ones better, but I use what I got. If I pull out the small lids here, small mouth, works the same. It's just the big ones are kind of easier to load stuff in. Now there's gadgets. I didn't use it, but when it comes to other things, like I will be using this tomorrow, these, putting them there, sterilizing them. If it was the beets, I would use that, but the potatoes, they don't have to. I just take my hands and fill them up. Oh, it's not, I don't, what, did you ever get burnt by one? Is that why you're scared of them? They don't scare me at all. Did you get burnt by them? Have you ever even tried one before? You knew somebody got hurt by one? Is that why you're so scared of it, Kathleen? I know you want to make that a video, yeah. Oh, it's already there. It's fine. I've already lowered it. It's got an 11 pounds, and I got to lower it a lot because it went too high. Once it goes too high, you kind of lower the pressure. It's all good. Now, hopefully, if it all goes well, then all the jars will be sealed, and there's no problem. If it doesn't seal, then you're going to have to leave it in the fridge and use it up. I mean, you can retry this again if you want, but I'm not going to do it because that means it's been cooked for that long. Potatoes, no thanks. Hopefully, if I did all my job right, or the seals are good, which they should be because they're brand new, then it'll all work out well. You can see my pressure is down again. So I'm going to put it up there. It's right on a level. I'm going to play this pressure game because I can't, on my stove, I can't get it right. Some stoves you can get it right, and once it's sat there, it'll stay exactly where you want it. Mine, I seem to play a game with it, and I have to push it up and down. I'm going to dial up and down. See here. The water's almost ready. Perfect timing. Oh, gotta turn up the pressure a little bit more. Okay, I need at least an inch headspace on there with water. So you kind of can pour some potatoes in, it's fine. I squish them down as much as I can fit in a jar because that means I got to do more jars. So if I can find a space to put another smaller potato in there and there's still enough room on the top, that's what I do. No, that's not going to work. Okay. This one might be able to fit a couple more potatoes in. Oh boy, some of these are too big. I'm going to have to cut them up. All right, that looks good. Get them packed in there as much as you can. All right, now, here's the fun thing I already showed everybody. All right, pressure's good. What's time I got? 25 minutes to go. All right, so let's fill these up with hot water. Oh, I don't have all my lids ready. I'm gonna get the lids ready and then I'll tighten them up after. I want to make sure if they float, you have to move the potatoes out because you gotta have an inch headspace of water. I mean, an inch space of openness. See, the potatoes float. That's why you kind of have to put them in. But you don't want any air bubbles in there. And I want at least an inch headspace. But these, see, this what's going to happen is some of the water is going to leak out. This is going to be too much. And you want it because wherever there's no water on it, the potatoes will turn brown. I mean, that's okay. But I don't like using them when they look brown. I feel like they're bad. So you can see it, I'm releasing the air. You don't want that air in there. And if the potatoes float, pull it out. You can pull this one out too. I mean, I don't have enough for the rest of them, but I'll do this. And plus some more water. I can pull this one up. Oh, lower it again. Okay. I can get my lids. I don't have them ready at all. So put in the water for a little bit. That big pan or a bowl in there, shove them in there. All right, 7, and then I'm going to find a remnant out there. I don't have enough for them either. We'll find some more, clean them up, pull in the pan. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And I'm going to want some more water. She's in the zone. She's focused hard to get through her. Wait a minute. Hi, food lover. Hello. She's in the zone. Can we all smash the like button for the hardworking lady? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, food lover. That's very sweet. Thanks, honey. And I am in the zone a bit, Richard. You're right. Okay, gotta boil some more water. These ones are good. I got 4 here, 3 left to do. My pressure's good with my potatoes, the ones that are already being canned. All right, get my lids boiled to make sure that it's all nice and sterilized. Use my handy dandy tool with the magnet that works great. I know the answer, but ask it. I'm here, guys. I am in the zone, but I'm still here. You can ask questions. I have to read the screen. I have to walk up to see it, though. I'm good, Richard, Kathleen. We're good. It's not going to turn out like there's no tomorrow. Well, I guess my family won't starve to death. Hey, guys, see, look at, there it is. All right, I'll repeat this again. A new lid every time. Some people, you can use those lids. I don't think it's safe. That's my opinion on it. I'm going to do a little bit of twisting here. Make sure it's on right. One little twist. Don't tighten it too much. That's the worst. I used to do that all the time. It's the worst thing. And then you take a sledgehammer to open the jar. You don't have to do that. All a rim is basically holding the lid down until it seals. So that's the trick I'm going to tell you. Brand new lids every time. A little bit turn till it's tight, and one turn, that's it. Don't over tighten it, don't overthink it. All right, turn up the dial again. You're right exactly on 11, but it still doesn't like where I am, so I'm going to turn up a bit. 19 minutes to go. All right, no lid, crack. All right. Am I missing anything? Combat. How do you combat oxygen, Nana? It's my army training. That's why I can handle this. It's all that training I did. No, quick. Go, 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 go. Right, I have to definitely find 2 more rims or 3 more rims. I don't have the rims here, guys. One quick turn. I feel like I'm missing one of these might be doubled up. I'm gonna have to check. Oh no, we got the right amount. No, I don't. Why is it swelling my gas on here? Woo! Woo! Off the stove. Ah, shoot, wrong lens. All right, real slow. I need small ones for this baby. All right. Can you get that, please? Yeah, we got it all set. Good. Oh, it stinks. Right, these are different size. That should be coming up. I'm gonna go find some seals for myself. I don't have, or not seals, but rims. I don't have any. I'm missing 3, so I might have to leave you for a moment so I go get all the air bubbles out, darlings. Poke and poke, and the air will fly up there because there's always air spaces between anything you cook, especially potatoes. Right. Looks good. On my lid. Move this over because I got to find the rims in a minute. Four potatoes, and then poke them. You torture them with a lot of water. Don't you see the air coming up when you do that? You can see bubbles all over the place. There, perfect. All right. All right, I didn't do enough. Let me soak in there for a couple minutes. Oh, pressure. 14 minutes to go, guys, and then you'll get to see when I release one. I have to find just a bit. I have to find 2 rims for now. Three rims, actually. 3 small rims. I don't know where. So I'm going to have to leave you for a minute. Be right back. And trust me, I won't be gone long. Okay. There we go. I can shut this water off until I need more. Yep, everything's looking good. 12 more minutes. Yeah, go ahead. Sure, it's all perfect. Okay. I'm gonna have to go get some more jars after. What do we got? Shelley, she drove it? No, not this time. I'm trying. I have some. I might be doing this again for potatoes if I have some, but I do have some growing in my garden. But these are that I just got a good deal on them. This covers a higher purpose. I think they're funny. All right, scrubbing this down, putting in boiled water a little bit. All right, potatoes are good. Just a little higher. 11 minutes to go on that batch. And then I got to repeat these. And just repeat. I must have another batch. We're going to get 7 more jars. Or if I go low, I'm going to use the quart or the pints. Which process, it's weird. It's only processed 35 minutes for pints, 40 for quarts. And it's looking good. It's at 11. These are all good. Let me get the rims done. What, more jars? Yeah. Rest in peace, potatoes. But they're so delicious. Seriously. They're the best. One more jar to go, and then I get a break for a little bit. Because I got to show you, there's still a lot more potatoes. I did 30 pounds of potatoes. I'm going to have 14 quarts. And I still have, well, I'm going to need these tongs. Now it's going to be, because the pot's really hot, I'm going to use these. And actually, this is going to be extremely hot when I take them out of the jar. I have to let them cool down before I can process these. So these are going to get moved over. They're not bad right now. I want them to stay warm though, because so then the jar won't pop when I put them in the pressure canner. So these are to the corner here, guys, and I want to show you something. Give me 1 second. I'm going to drain a bit of it. Look at how much I got left. This is another 7, I think, easily. How many jars do you think is in here left? Exotic Kathleen. How many jars do you think is in here left, the potatoes? How many more? German 0. All right, let me check this again. Eight more minutes and that batch is going to be done. Woohoo! Matter of fact, I'm going to put it over on my wooden board. I think that's where I'm going to put them when they're done. The other side here. Just like that. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to storm. I storm downstairs under my stairway. Like that. You don't have to do, just don't put them in the sunlight. I storm out of the sunlight downstairs. How do you, yeah. Where, how do you storm? Sterile. Anyways, these are put downstairs under my stairway where there's not much light unless I put the light on to go underneath it. And they seem to do fine on a shelf underneath the stairway. I don't normally leave them in sunlight. I mean, if they're in sunlight, as long as you don't leave them too long, they're fine. But under my stairway. So I've been doing another batch of jars, so I'm taking a break for a bit because this is going to take 40 minutes. So I have 40 minutes to get jars, and I still have to let that cool off. But I'm going to show you something that might scare you, but it's not scary, really. Have I scared you yet? Nothing scary about this. I'm sorry, guys, gotta go. Definitely will watch the replay. Oh, thanks, food lover. Thank you so much. That's cool. Are you still out there? I know she's probably, how's the room going there? How's your room doing out there? Tracy, how's your room going? You good? All right, so I'm gonna move this up just a second because I'm not gonna do much right now. But show you. All right, I'm gonna be right there. Gotta put it up just a bit more. 5 minutes, Kathleen. I still have a house, I still have me. I haven't, my stove, if this would have been accurate, I wouldn't have to keep going up and down, but I don't have a spot that it stays stable. So I stay right around here, so it's safe that way. And if it goes up, I put it down, and it goes too low, I keep it, never does it go below 10. It stays right at 11 or higher. And they might not stay exactly clear because you remember there's starch in potatoes, so they're not. You might have a little bit of well, it might not be totally clear. No, after you boil it, you're gonna have starches in there, so maybe not. Or what happens is it'll be funny, and then as it sits, the starch part will go to the bottom of the jar. I'm not even showing you, but the bottom of it'll be here, and it'll go drop down the starches, so it won't be totally clear like that. That's why I didn't put salt. Salt would have made it even more cloudy. But you're going to get to see it, what it looks like right as soon as I'm done. I'm going to show you when it comes out. I got 4 minutes. Then I got to release the pressure, and I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. If you have a lot of time, this is what I recommend. Turn the stove off. If this was my only batch I was doing, I wouldn't rush the situation. Turn the stove off. Let it gradually release. That will not, there's a safety mechanism. That's like a safety lock too. That will not let me open it up until the pressure is totally safe to open up that canister. So, or I kind of cheat. I take the weight off. You're going to see the steam release. And then and the dial will go down totally, and it'll let me unlock it. So it's designed really well nowadays, these pressure cookers. Oh, she can't hear me. She said she's buffering because of her internet. Rude awakening from diamond painting to hey, rude awakening from diamond painting to mishandling vegetables. She says too funny. She says she loves you, Kathy. I do love her. You can tell her what you're so bad. Kathleen, can you hear me now? I hate that because your internet sucks. All right, we're getting there. Only 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, and then I got to do this again, probably 2 more times. So, but I'll talk with you. I don't have to tell you anymore. I mean, the first level, the last one did it, and this one does it. So the rest of it is just chatting with you guys and doing as I do along, repeating the same method as I've already went through already. One day, I love Anna and you as well, Richard. One big happy family, yes. But by the way, these are white potatoes. They look really yellow on the camera, but they're not. They're actually white potatoes. On the camera, they look kind of yellow. It surprises me when I look at that, but yeah, not that color. Come on, stay up there. Only a couple. I'm so happy. 1 minute to go. And then when I get these processed, then I get my jars, and I pretty well think that's the last. I think I'm going to need 8 more jars with lids and everything. I have to go get them after. Yeah. I like how you said first I'm torturing vegetables. Turns out Nana can cook. She's awesome. Sorry, Nana. Yeah, I bet. Sorry, Nana. I had a new brand of water today. Yeah, I bet. Richard, you have to be a good boy. I'm not making sense. Yeah, you've been having too much of that crystal water. I think, yeah, 8. Oh, you are way behind there, Kathleen, but that's all good. Guess what? Yay, I can do it. You ready to watch the scary part, Kathleen? And you have a delay, but watch. Here goes nothing. Let's see if I can put it right there where what I want to do. Yeah, I think you're going to see it right there. Okay, the stove is off. The pressure's dropping. Like I told you, you can leave the whole thing off, let it take its time, and come all the way down. When all the pressure's released, this safety thing will fall down, and it'll let you release the lid. It's built into it. Now I'm going to take this, because it releases pressure around it, but it also is a safety thing that it tells you you will not be able to, it's full pressure, you won't be able to release that lid. Now this is a part that I love doing, but you're going to hate it, it's going to scare you. Ready? You hear that? That's the pressure releasing, Kathleen. Now, if I were to let it go, it could have took about half an hour to an hour for me to do the next batch if I didn't do it. As long as it doesn't release the paint from my ceiling, it's fine. That is hot. So, it's from my side, yeah, that's it anyway. You can even hear it. If you listen, Kathleen, or right there, the one with there, you can hear it. It's already peeling. You can hear the pop sound already. I can hear that one already peeled. This is pop. I can hear it. Oh, well, good. I'm back. Okay, welcome back, Kristen. I like to see white. So, what time is it, man? It's only 4:32. It'd be nice to see them. I haven't talked to them for only 4 days. 4 or 5 days. You should see how hot it is from this cooking now. My windows are all steamed up. So we're trying to open up and get them dried out because there is a lot of steam happening in here. It's a good thing I'm doing it on a cool day. I think I'll open this up today. Fresh air, cool off the house. There's an email in my see, and I've been talking in email. Oh, you mean right now? Is he there? That's why he's not talking? Oh, no, before, okay. All right. Oh, I think that's the diamond painting. Oh my God, I'm trying to figure out what I ordered. You guys, Richard, this is for you. I'll save it. Right here? Look, I don't want to put my address on there, but right here. I think this is the 2 diamond paintings, so I did get 2. I'll be doing some more diamond painting, guys. Those are the little lights. So I wasn't sure if I get 2, and it looks like I do get 2. So there you go. I need to open this up and see if that's what it is. I'm not going to do it today. I had to get through this canning before everything goes bad on me, so it's scary to me. What is it, a packet of frozen diamond paintings? No, it's the lights I told you. Remember I told you I was getting 2 more lights. I did the 1 light in front of you guys already. No. I did the 1 light in front of you already. And so now, I ordered it, and I thought I might be getting 2, and now it looks like I did. So you don't get to see it until another video. I'll do that live streaming. I'll start doing them later, but I still have to do some cooking stuff, which I said I was going to do. Okay. Pretty soon, when that knob goes down right here, that thing, I can take it off. I just want to start the next batch. Oh, yeah, I do. I want to get them over with. I'm going to take my tool that I showed you this, and I'm going to move it to my board over there. I'll show you after. Right here. Oh, once that drops, just waiting for it so I can do the next batch. They're still warm, right? Okay. I'm putting the next batch in after this one. Going to see. There we go. That's done now, guys. I can take the lid off. All right. And you can hear it just sealed. I can hear the snapping. See, turn it. There's a safety lock right in it. Lift it away. I think you can see it. I'm going to lift it away because the steam's going to be really hot coming out. I just lift it up a little bit. There we go. And I put it in the sink. In the meantime, see, it lost a lot of the water. That's what they do. See, look at how hot it's boiling. It's boiling, boiling, boiling hot. Look at, see, that's what the potatoes look like. I didn't take the peels off of them. Kathleen, there it goes. Look, see? And see how hot it is? That's extremely hot. Get out of the way. Come on, get away. Do that again. All right. Now make sure these are still warm because that's really hot in there. See, this won't crack because they're hot. So I'm going to replace them and go slowly in. There we go. So start these ones up. Gonna get my arm a break. It's heavy, this stuff. All right. All right. Get the lid back. See if they're hot. Still, it's not too bad. Lock it in. Set this timer. It's got to vent again for 10 minutes. Turn it on. All right, that's the process that, no, Tracy, if you're still here, this is what you didn't see. That's got to vent for 10 minutes. You always make sure this valve is safe before you put, that's where it could be dangerous, okay? If you don't make sure that this is all tight, all lock, that's going to pop up eventually. You're going to see when it starts to get hot. It warns you, and it kind of, you can't open the seal. The door, it won't open. The lid won't come off. This vents, and then you put the weight on. And I'll show you that process all over again. Hey, chef. Get down. Oh, they get bent. Wait a minute. Well, watch as I do. You're doing laundry folding. Can't help but watch an iron. Get that out of there. I gotta take that off, Richard. That's not a safe thing to leave on my channel, buddy. I'm already having trouble with the last one I did. I can't get ads on it because I have to be careful what people put. Richard. That I had a troll already, and the stuff already put me that I can't put ads on it. So I have to be careful, you guys. Yes, you're naughty. You're not as naughty as the other troll I had earlier, but I have to be careful. Hi, Ben. All right, you shape up, Richard. I mean, I know you're joking. I get it. I get the humor, but advertisers don't get the humor. And I can't have ads. The last one, somebody already bugged me. The first one I did before this one. I had a bad troll doing all kinds of stuff, and I had to release. Who's going to want to put ads on a channel that you have all the information deleted? It's not a good thing. Oh, I don't know who that was. I don't care anymore, Ben. We are changing the subject. That's a lot of, it is a lot of pressure. Talking about in the pressure cooker? Are you talking about I got a lot of pressure added to me? Which one? Oh, you can hear it all snapping. Oh, my potatoes are doing awesome, guys. Yes, they are. Now, a lot of water drained out, which I don't like. I'd rather have it totally sealed, but it's going to be fine. As long as the stuff that has the water level higher is going to last longer than the other one that's open to the water level. But because I could have actually cooked potatoes and boiled it, but I thought they'd be way too mushy if you sat there, boil the potatoes, put them in there all boiled up. Then they won't absorb as much water, but they're going to be like mashed potatoes. So And I got another load to do. I have to get 7 more jars. That's going. I gotta get. Could you? Oh, I'm gonna go run. I gotta get 7 more jars. I gotta do this again, guys. Moving you away from the stove because it's gonna take a couple minutes to pressurize, and I gotta come back this way and do some more jars. The kettle. No, I'm afraid to. No, I'm afraid it's what you're going to go with, Richard. You can be funny without being too harmful to my channel. That's what I'm looking for. Actually, I shouldn't even say that anymore. You guys should know better. Okay, I gotta go get 7 jars. So. Blue beans bad. It's getting a little bit bad. Not big bad, a little bad. Sorry, I gotta want some more jars. All right. I did warn people that was a long process doing this, but then again, I didn't have the jars ready. I didn't have anything ready. I gotta pour the next batch of jars. I just emptied the water. I want it to really clean stuff again. Can't decide on my own. All right, back to the drawing board. Eight jars washed. I gotta wash them up. Or 7. What jars? What jars do you want me to drop? The ones I got in my hands, or the one in the sink, or the ones? There's 3 sets. There's jars in the pressure cooker, jars on the wood, and 7 jars I'm washing right here now. What jars? He's leaking at the moment. Who's leaking? Mike is leaking? Yeah, I don't know who's leaking either. I'm confused with that one myself. I'm just cleaning these good. Because no matter how I wash them to put them away, but they still get dirty, so you got to rewash them again and then boil them. Last video said he is leaking? Ew. Ew. That doesn't. Ew. That's all I'm going to say is ew. Well, I'm sure he'll visit us eventually. We'll get to see how he's doing. Somebody should get like some duct tape. That's all this. Yes. Now I know I had. Oh my goodness! Where did I put them? I use these 2. I can't figure out where all my lids are, but holy cow! Oh, I forgot. The jars, we're so behind, Kathleen. You're saying don't drop the jars when I'm taking them out of the, I did that at least 5 minutes ago. I tried to figure out, what did she say, don't drop the lid? Now I know why. You're like at least a good 5 minutes behind me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. His brother's leaks too. Oh, goodness. No, you make me laugh, Richard. I am not remodeling the kitchen. I'm doing my jars. I have to wash them with soap and water. And then I put them in the big pan and boil them. Which right now, I'm at the point of trying to put this on and boil the next batch of jars. To be getting there to be done eventually. All right, we got that going. Perfect. All right. Better have 7 jars. I'm sure I do. Oh, this one's so good. Good. All right. Oh, I'm missing. I gotta go get another jar. I swear I had 7. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I thought, oh, maybe I don't know how to count. There we go. One more. Yeah, baby. Well, at least you're not leaking. That's true. I don't think Kathleen hears me, does she? So she don't. You hear the racket. All you guys hear the racket. But Kathleen. How does the water? It evaporates. Kind of when the pressure hits in the pot, Kathleen, the little pop, the seal will pop open, and because it's hot, so extremely hot, boiling over, that it boils over the lid. The water comes out, and then when it starts to cool down, the seal will pop down and seal. Should be leaking. Drop anything. All right, guys, there we go. Just to show you what I was doing. There you go. That pan right there, the black one, I washed all and scrubbed them again. This is my 3rd batch of 7 jars. I scrubbed them, rinsed them, and now they're getting sterilized in that big pot right next door. That's what I'm up to right now. And we were up to moving this aside until the water gets boiled. And I can show you, I'm at the steamer again. Right there. Oh, there we go. Start this time. I'm drinking a nice, apparently that doesn't guarantee a lot. What's for dinner? That's for you. I already ate dinner, so that's not for me. I already had dinner. Oh, this is 3 hours. Oh my goodness. You guys want to come back for me if I shut this down? I should shut this down. You guys come out because it's been 3 hours. And somehow I understand you should only live stream for 3 hours at the most at a time. So I think I hate doing that to you guys. I don't know who's hearing me, 6 of you. I hate to lose people, but I really should shut down and come back on. You can see it really steaming now for the second time. All right. Richard, can you hear me? I know it's faster than Kathleen. You guys are going to have a delay when you hear me, but I'm going to shut down and restart the stream. Anybody, it says I have 6 people. I hope you all come back, but I'm supposed to restart it because it doesn't really count after 3 hours. Yeah, come on back, Kathleen, Richard. Yeah, I actually got to clean a fan too. But you want to see my cooking? You want to see part of the top of my kitchen? You ready? That's going to be clean because I've been cleaning the house since the skunk smell. But you want to see stuff I work with? Look up top. Let me show you up top. See, there's different cooking utensil things I use. They're all up top. Up here. Up here. And turn around up here, which they all need cleaning, but I got to do major cleaning in my kitchen. But there you go. That's all stuff. And I have tons of cooking stuff downstairs in the basement that I work with. I can't fit it up in my kitchen. Yes, your kitchen is exciting today. All right, we're not. So guys, I'm shutting down, okay? Can you see that hand? I'll see you. I'll be back in about 1 minute. Come back, and I'll be back in a minute, all right? I don't know what to do. Well, you really didn't see 360 degrees on my kitchen, but yeah. Let's just say I got a lot of redecorating to do pretty soon, but it's gonna happen. I'm doing major cleaning after this. I'll be doing that this week. I'm gonna take everything down on my cupboards and reorganize my stuff. It's a pretty big kitchen, not big, but okay size. All right. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta shut down. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Come back. Richard, Kathleen, come back. Wait, see if I can type it. All right, I'll be back.